I'ma make them all say my name. I'ma make them all hate the game the way I sit back when I switch that flow back. Pay myself a pick that'll fit the frame of my time. Know that I've been on my grind, been in my state, but know my state of mind.
What's going on, everybody? This is T Sims of Rap Soul Entertainment here at the Rap Soul Music Festival 2, and I'm sitting here with DJ Fouette out of Rapid City, South Dakota, and Luke Wiley out of Denver, Colorado. So just to kind of get to know you guys, the people want to get to know, how did you guys get involved in music, and how do you guys know each other as well?
Okay, well, I started DJing 2 years ago. I started DJing wedding receptions, and last summer I had a gig here at Under the Lights, and I met Luke, and now
at the Under the Lights here at the Central State Fairgrounds?
Yeah, it was here, and then from that we've done a couple shows.
The Wiley movement. I had a super plan. I've been building the team for Wiley movement for a while. I had some other stuff going on, but now I'm really capitalizing on Wiley movement, and the way that I'm doing, like, Wiley is my last name, but it's not on like some arrogant type. It's more of a family and peace, love, and positivity and humility all day. So I'm trying to build a Wiley movement, and when I saw her at Under the Lights, I was like, she has to be DJ. Right. So I hit her up. I'm building the team. It's like me and her, and then my homie Chris, my right hand man, and stuff like that. But we're definitely out there pushing. But that's basically Under the Lights was where this started.
That's legitimate. So you guys found each other through music, actually, out here in Rapid City. And what's dope is, it seems like it to be a prime time for you as a DJ to be out in Rapid City area. And I mean, South Dakota it's not really known for its hip hop scene, but as of late, as far as I know, with the whole Rap Soul Festival, the events that's been going on at Central State Fairgrounds with all these local artists popping up. You got guys, from Sioux Falls coming out too, like the Nico McFadden's of South Dakota.
Shout out.
The Prolifics, and so it seems like a good time for you to enter this gig, and get into it, and really, I mean, now you're about to be DJing for Paul Wall and Afro Man. I mean, what a step that is in just 2 years,
Yeah.
So describe your experiences as, being a DJ out of Rapid City, South Dakota.
It's really nice to be DJing in a small town. A lot of people think, like, how are you going to make it as a DJ when you live in Little Rapid City, South Dakota? But, like, since it's such a small town, people know me, and so I've gotten gigs all over the place because it's just people start to know me because it's a small town.
Oh, that's legit. Kind of just makes it a lot easier to get your name out and kind of be unique. You got, we was talking to the Trey Works and Tune out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. They said the same thing. Coming out of a place where hip hop is not, normally the culture is more country or even rock. First, they're able to stand out more as a hip hop artist and be different, or even a hip hop DJ, or just DJ in general. Yeah. And so that's really cool. That's a really cool story. For somebody out here. And that's for you, Luke Wiley. Coming out of Denver, Colorado. That's a rising scene for the hip hop industry, especially since the legalization of the ganja. And we see there's been big boom in the market, and it's always been a good spot to go to. It's a beautiful place. But the hip hop scene, now you got the stoner rappers kind of bringing in more of that hip hop crowd. And I don't know what it is about stoners, but they have that hip hop vibe to it. How is that coming out of Denver, Colorado? It's still not a hip hop scene as far as producing music artists, but for some reason it finds music artists there. So do you think that's a big thing for you coming up?
I honestly, man, I came up into South Dakota originally when I was like 11 or 12, and so like I'm kind of in both. You know what I mean? I got a lot of my, it's actually weird, like, on the mixtape and stuff that I'm talking, shout out Inevitable Mixtape, but on that tape, there's a song called, All That Time, and I'm talking about, basically my dad. I'm going to be performing it tonight, and, I met him out there. It's a real crazy story. I'll make a long story short. He, came back when I was 8, he left when I was 1, used to beat my mom, stuff like that. My mom changed my name, like, illegal name change, all that, the 9, and he came back, and it's just weird. This is how, like, hip hop was introduced to me because when he came back when I was 8 for one day, literally just tell me that he was moving somewhere else. It's a real crazy story, but he bought me the Get Rich or Die Trying CD and the Eminem Curtain Call.
Woo, classic album, right there.
Super classic. So I mean, it's weird because like most people would be like, oh, I hate him. He was never there, but like it's so weird for me because he almost pretty much started my hip hop scene, which is it's super crazy.
So now it seems a lot of artists, man. Especially the greatest artists always have a a real rough or a real crazy background story that kind of inspires them to rap or kind of motivates them to write into their lyrics and their music and their content. You know, whether it's somebody like, you know, a Michael Jackson, or whether it's somebody like an Eminem, or somebody like a 50 Cent in the Get Rich or Die Trying movie. I mean, even a lot of rappers talk about their pain and struggle. That is hip hop, actually. It's talking about the pain and struggle originally. And you see it a lot, you know, the Kendrick Lamars and things like that. So how does that, you know, negative aspect of your life play into a positive outlook on your music career?
It's so funny, man, because like, I mean, it's awesome. This is the best feeling in the world, because so what I stand for, I stand for straight. It's almost like it's just straight peace and love, man. Peace, love, humility, positivity. Like that's all I'm ever pushing for. And it's like I've seen a lot of my family growing up. I've seen a lot of all of the negativity going around and the drugs and the blah blah blah. And for some reason, I was the one out of the family that didn't get consumed by all of it. You know what I mean? I saw it and I was like, nah, fuck that.
You know, when you hear the, you know, story of hip hop, you know, it talks about, you know, the struggle of individuals. You know, whether it's somebody like a KRS-One or a Tupac Shakur or a Eminem or 50 Cent even. You know, and I named those two because you mentioned that's how you kind of got started. Those are two albums where they talking about real stuff that they went through, and how does that kind of aspect, you know, play into your music, man? How does that negative energy that you had to face play into a positive energy into your music?
Yeah, growing up, like I seen a lot of, I mean, whether it was family, like so the main part of my actual intellectual life, I guess, that's what I'm trying to say, the right word. Anyways, growing up in Denver, that's where I seen a lot, and that negative energy, I don't know why, like I was just the one, like whether it was God or fate or whatever you want to call it, I was the one out of my family that like looked at it and I was like, nah, that's not for me. I'm not going to be consumed like the rest of my family, whether it's alcoholism or drugs or greed or blah blah blah. Like I mean, everybody has their little bits and pieces, but I mean that I really pushed away from. And with my music, like I said, man, it's just all peace and love, and I'm inspired like now by some of like my favorite artists are talking about the same thing, peace and love. Like whether they're talking about the struggle or this and that, there always is the message there. Like I have this song called Special, and I always get messages with the song Special, and I swear that this song Special is gonna keep pushing. I just gotta keep promoting on that. But this one, I've gotten 2 messages so far, and honestly, man, like I make the music because I love to do it. It's not for anything else, man. It's because I love to do it, and I love to bring people up, and that's what this whole song's about. And I've gotten 2 messages from people saying that they put that song on replay or on repeat, and it helped them stop themselves from committing suicide.
Wow.
So that's pretty much what I love. This is why I do it. Like for the one, if it can help change one person's outlook on something or help one person be positive or one person turn. I wasn't expecting necessarily that, but I mean, if it could just help one person just help their outlook on what they see in life and or their actions, man. I mean, that's where it's at.
That's really deep, man, and that's really, really powerful music for you to, you know, because music is to provoke emotion, and if you can really provoke emotion and get something, you know, something negative out of somebody, you know, by displaying that lyricism or that content, you know, that they've never been shown in reality. I mean, it's almost like you're there with them, right? Like that you're giving them that support. So that's amazing, man, and I hope that you continue to, you know, inspire people and help them grow out of their struggle. You know, that's a big. That's why it's so important for, you know, the Kendrick Lamars and, you know, the Tupacs and the, you know, J. Cole's to exist, because, you know, and guys like you even, you know, the unsung heroes of hip hop as of date, to be a voice for the people. And I think, you know, this is how I feel. You know, we're missing, or some artists who are getting a lot of play are missing the point when they make music. You know, everything's turn up, but when it's time to turn down, you know, when the club is over, when the you know, the turn up songs are over, what do you have to provide the people?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they gotta go home and deal with, you know, real life, you know.
Yeah.
And it's only a band-aid, so you know, you have to kind of provide both. I mean,
yeah,
would you agree to that?
It's definitely kind of a balance, man. I feel like, I mean, and I know you're not talking negatively about, or like negatively at all towards that. Like there's what's weird is there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for the turn up stuff. Right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ever knocking any other artists that do that. but then there's also time for that consistency and that raw content that's actually something that's relatable that people can feel, whether it was negative or positive. Like if it, man, there's so many like J. Cole, man, Logic, bro. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop right now. But man, there's like the people that really inspire me, like Dizzy and Fora, man. Like when they're talking about like that real shit that you can relate to, and you're sitting here getting chills, or that it makes you feel some type of way to where you want to cry, or like music is so emotional, man. And if you can really grasp that with somebody, that is so strong, man. So strong.
That's real, man. Is it emotional for you to be on the turntables or on a laptop?
Yes.
Do you ever make people cry in the crowd? Are you ever scratching there and they're like, oh my God. Nah, I'm kidding.
Heck yeah.
But your job is more on the turn-up side, right? Your job is more on the turn-up side. Your job is to make people escape that harsh reality and have a good time and embrace that good time.
Yeah.
Right?
It inspires me, bro.
And is that what keeps you motivated? Is the fact that, you go out, you perform on the DJ set, the DJ booth, and people just giving that positive vibe back?
Yes.
What does that feel like for you?
It's the best feeling in the world. I like just DJing and having everyone like bounce to your music is just the best.
So she's easy going, guys. Well, we thank you. We thank you for being a part of the Rap Soul Music Festival. Luke Wiley, DJ Fouette. And over here, they're going to be opening up the Paul Wall and Afro Man show here soon. And yeah, man, we look forward to more of you guys' material.
One love. Shout out to Rap Soul. Thank you for the opportunity, everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my fans and lovers out there. If you believe in peace, love, and positivity, then you cool. You know what I'm saying, Dad?
You heard it first. This is T. Sims, Rap Soul Entertainment. We out.